Anyways, guys, don't forget, okay? We need a like, a subscribe, because we're trying to make it to 5,000 subscribers. But before that, guys, what's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. Before we proceed, please understand that this, my friends, is not financial advice. You are more than free to do whatever you like with your money, and so am I. And that being said, let's grab a sip of coffee from my Kaspa Maxi mug. Actually, I don't feel like drinking it this morning. I'm having a terrible headache. But hey, you guys already know. Everything, guys, definitely everything tastes better with Kaspa. Today, we're about to do the same thing we do every day. First, we're going to look at market performance for the past 24 hours. Right after that, we'll check at prices in details. And once we're done with that, we will check on our positions. Are we buying Lambos yet? Yeah, guys, I apologize, but I am feeling under the weather, but I couldn't pass without, passing on the information to you guys today. So I apologize if I sound a little bit different than yesterday or a couple of days or something like that. But anyways, things are happening the way that we were expecting it. I don't know what you were expecting, but I think for me, things are playing out nice and slowly to the direction which I am expecting. When you look at Kaspa, for example, the development is going the way things are even actually they're even amazing me to the point where they are right now. You guys remember one big problem that as a crypto investor we always had, which is hacks, right? Somebody hacks your wallet, drains it out, and you can't even do anything about it. You're just watching it happen. That, my friend, I've been in that spot, and I know how bad it feels. I know how horrible it feels. Kaspa is solving that problem. I told you, things are playing out in a way that when everybody and their grandmama begins to understand what Kaspa is doing, okay, there will be no any other layer one to go to. Yesterday, I was watching this video of the dev team. They were talking about it, saying, like, for example, you are going to have two type of transactions. Okay, once everything is done, you buy something, you authorize it, and it goes through. The second transaction, in which now, even if I have your seed phrases, right, the transaction begins. That kind of transaction will be put on hold if I don't confirm it myself. Okay, like for example, I think I put it wrong. Let's say a hacker gets hold of my seed phrase and blah blah blah, and then goes in and does it. There is going to be a security mechanism, okay, security feature in which the day-to-day transaction, let's say I go to the store and I swipe my card, whatever I'm doing, just like your normal Visa and MasterCard, you put in your PIN, blah, 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 and it goes through, right? Other transactions in which somebody claims to say, you know what, something is wrong with my card and blah, 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 this and that, get your seed phrases, and then blam, it goes in. That kind of transaction, once your seed phrase or whatever security is involved, they are going to be put on hold for 24 hours. In those 24 hours, you have to decide whether you want this transaction to go through or not. And this is something that we all needed so bad it wasn't even funny. So right now, yeah, we can get hold of my wallet and drain it. Unless myself, I don't have access to it in 24 hours, you are not going to be able to take that money. See? And then you see kind of stuff like, okay, everybody talking about, they don't see Kaspa being that high in price. They don't see Kaspa because there is a lot of competition out there that does this and does that. And I start looking at it. On the 15th, we have the Clarity Act go live. The Clarity Act. Everybody still don't understand the implication of that. Now, you start to see things like that, even though you have the people from the dying one, the Ethereum camp, they talk about, oh yeah, the DeFi is going to be running on Ethereum and this. That's the funniest thing ever. And you see the people from Crashilandia, oh yeah, institutions are going to do this and they're going to grab Crashilandia and this and that. And I look at it again and start to laugh, because most of these people talking, I don't even see the argument. Because once Kaspa started talking about smart contracts, you guys do remember, right? They had these upgrades on Crashilandia. Oh, Solana getting whatever they call it upgrade. Oh, you have the dying one getting this whatever upgrade. And yet, did you notice the last major move in the markets? What happened to Crashilandia and what happened to Hakilandia? Did you notice? Solana still crashed, right? Fees are still high on Ethereum. On a day that there is much more traffic, transactions are still stuck on Ethereum. But Kaspa tested on a high transaction, 150 something million transaction, and everything went through without even a hitch. Transaction fees were still low. What does this tell you? With the Clarity Act coming on, with the banks able to transact on stable coins, with everything, even with the Visa and MasterCard talking about they're going on blockchain, the only block DAC or blockchain, whatever you want to call it, ready for this DeFi, for this TriFi, for the banking system, for the day-to-day use, for the peer-to-peer money, is none other than Kaspa. It's none other than Kaspa. But people, you will see people start talking about it, bashing it, because again, everybody and their grandmama, they are green candle chasers, right? Or instead of doing things the right way. I've told you here many times, it's not like I don't like green candles. I do. But you are going about it the wrong way. You don't start on green candles. No. You start on looking for the project. You study the project. You ask yourself, is it practicable? Can they do this or cannot achieve it? And blah, blah, blah. Once you come to the conclusion, like I did with Kaspa, excuse me. Man, I'm having a headache and it's really affecting me. And when you come to that conclusion, what do? You take your money, you put it in. Once you put it in, let the development take place. Once development takes place and everything is all said and done, in the case of Kaspa, we're talking about, first of all, Casplex. We have Lab, which is about to go live. Then we have Sparkle. Then you have VProx. Everything takes place. You will start understanding. You will start understanding that development is leading to where it's supposed to go. And once that happens, the green candle starts to show up. Right now, the model of Kaspa, you have to even understand something. The model of Kaspa is based on that the ecosystem, the network, will be maintained by transaction fees. Therefore, you have to know that these guys, they are not just going to stop at just saying words out. No. Mining in Kaspa, we are 96%. 96% of all Kaspa has been mined. Therefore, we are coming closer and closer to 100% Kaspa mine. Very closer. Okay? And for a proof of work to continue being proof of work after all coins have been mined, it means transactions have to fly left and right. That is what is happening. Then you start looking at the point, like I told you guys the other day, World Core is live. Big banks are right now testing it. And the good thing about it, like I told you, banks are not going to go away. They're going to adapt. The good thing about World Core is that they are not changing anything. We are maintaining the banking. Yeah, sorry about that. We are maintaining, the World Core is maintaining the banking system exactly the way it is. That means you don't have to learn, you don't have to teach the dog a new trick. It's still exactly the same thing. The difference is that they are moving it on block DAG, which means faster, more secure, like everything you will ask for on a blockchain, but on traditional banking system. That's what's happening right now. And again, when you start thinking about it, and then people telling me about XRP here, XRP there, and this and that, and I'm looking at it, and it's like, come on, guys. Sometimes a little Google search, a little search, you just having this, okay, let me Google it, will help you a lot in understanding where everything is going. Okay? Will help you a lot in understanding it. Yesterday I had the argument again with this guy talking about, no, economy is this, economy that, blah, blah, blah. And I'm looking at him saying, guys, are you paying attention to what you're talking about? Are you paying attention? Sometimes you have to sit here and look at the U.S. government, right? Because the biggest economy in the world is the United States of America, right? Everybody and their grandmama, they're all talking about, $37 trillion, blah, blah, blah. In a normal country, people will be panicking. But the U.S. is not panicking at all. They are not. And that move that they are not panicking, that is what kind of keeps me like, okay, something is not right. What the hell? If they are not panicking, they have a plan. And I've told you here time after time, they don't care about economy, they care about the currency. And seeing it, because in a normal setting, once your inflation starts to get out of control, you know that the currency is gone. You know that hyperinflation kicks in. You know that all the people that you owe this money, the creditors that the U.S. sells the debt to, they will come to collect, right? So they should be panicking. But instead, what you hear Uncle Trumpicius talking about? Oh, no, we're going to give $200 billion to the housing market. Oh, you're giving $40 billion to the banking system. Oh, you are doing this and that. And on top of that, you and me, who is outside, if you can do a little digging you will see that the Fed has not even printed money. They haven't. Therefore, again, the opportunity is there. When you look at the crypto, you look at the macroeconomy, you look at everything happening, you are about to make you an insane amount of money. You are. And you sit there and see people, excuse me. Yeah, sorry about that. You see people who, in my opinion, are making moves or making decisions based on their knowledge of those candles instead of looking at reality, okay? And it is funny, very funny. If you've been in the market for a while, you start to understand a lot of things. Things like, number one, market does not go in favor to everybody. It doesn't. Number two, big money always, they always do this. They will try to make you think like, okay, this is what is going on, when in reality, when you lift that carpet up, there is something else that is happening. I've been a victim of it. I was once a green candle chaser when I did not look at indicators, I didn't look at things that are happening, and I didn't look at around me. All I care about is whoever is talking on YouTube, talking about XRP to $500. That's all I cared about back then. When I didn't care about anything else but look on YouTube and hear somebody saying Bitcoin is going to $1 million, instead of just sitting here and pay attention to what's going on around me. But now it's different. I know I have my own brain. I can research. I can look at stuff. I can go and I can go into deep rabbit holes into things, and then I can figure out all the stuff. That's why right now, yeah, I still lose some trades, but I am much more profitable than when I was before. And that's what I'm trying to tell you. You sit here and you hear people talking about mega bull run. This is going to take for another year and this and blah, blah, blah. And then you look at the macroeconomy, look at other countries around us, look at the economy in general, and you go like, I don't see what you are talking about. You hear people like, yeah, because of this, they're going to start printing more money. And this printing what money? Do you look at inflation? Do you look at it? Do you think that the U.S. is so stupid that they're going to devalue the U.S. dollar to zero? People don't understand. They make some claims that don't make sense at all. They don't. Me looking at macroeconomy, and I'm like, even the simple thing as the M2 money supply, when you look at it, it tells you all these things are running on fumes. The thing is that we already know these people with big money, yeah, they've made money on their stock market. They've made money on their precious metal. Where they haven't made money yet is crypto. They haven't made money on crypto yet. But the time is closing in. That door is closing. Therefore, yeah, most people are waiting for that Clarity Act. which is again January 14 or 15, something like that. Once that thing goes live, I'm telling you. And plus, if you look at again, go look at the Bitcoin options. There are big positions that are supposed to expire on the 30th. I've been telling you, 6 weeks to 2 months. Watch the market. Yeah, I could be wrong, but hey, I'd rather be cautious before anything else. 6 weeks to 2 months, watch the market. You're going to see people who are going to tell you, yeah, Santa Claus is going to come in mid-year instead of December. And some people still going to believe it. I'm telling you, they're still going to believe it. Right now, we're talking about it, and you can see the coins we are talking about here on this channel. What do you see Jasmine doing? I told you, it's going to run. And it's going to. Okay? 60 cents was my previous target. But the time limit that we have, I will start looking at Jasmine very close. Even after crossing the 10 cents, I will start looking at it because the time that we have is not long enough. But well, this is crypto. Things can happen. I can wake up tomorrow and Jasmine is at $1. You never know. One thing I'm just saying is pay attention to the market. Look at Kaspa. Look at the development coming out. Look at the timing. The timing is telling you that, yeah, this thing is going to run. Look at Quant. Look at Quant again. And yet people said there, nobody wants to understand it because people are expecting to go up to sleep today and wake up tomorrow morning like a meme coin and you have 10, 20 million dollars. That is not how it works. Generational wealth does not come in 24 hours unless you're extremely lucky. In my life, I haven't been that lucky, but I wish I was. The truth is, generational wealth takes time. Any investment, like I've said here before, is a 10-year window. And this is the time that you are supposed to start piling up on that wealth. A lot of you are going to regret when you look at Kaspa and you be like, damn, I can't believe this thing was 4 cents. A lot of you are going to cry about that. When you look at Quant and you go like, damn, I can't believe this thing was $70. You are going to cry about it. This is something that I'm not just talking about it. I've been through the same. Most of you know what happened to me with Bitcoin, right? I've been through the same thing and I know how it feels. Therefore, yeah, you want to sit around and not do something about it and see other people become rich in a couple years down the line, do not blame nobody. I told you 2025, 2026 is going to be the last year that these crypto gains could be made easily. After this, it is on. Because with the Clarity Act, did you see what happened when they turned Bitcoin into paper Bitcoin with the ETFs and all that stuff? Watch. After the Clarity Act goes live, you are about to see the biggest manipulation ever. Therefore, now is the time for you to pack those bags. Now is the time for you to position yourself into Kaspa. Because again, when I said it, I really mean it. Kaspa is the real Bitcoin. And when everybody and their grandmama start to realize this, you are supposed to be already in the game. If you're not, yeah, you'll be jumping bridges. Trust me, you will. Anyways, yeah, let's go right quick. Let's go look at the market. I'm having a headache right now. Let's go look at the market. Let's see how the market has been performing for the past 24 hours. And to do that, I need the crypto bubbles we do have here. See, makes up like everything else. Everybody, this MYX Finance. Oh my God, stay the hell away from this thing. You people don't want to understand. Stay the hell away from this thing. By the way, it's up to you, right? Go and get into it, right? It's up to you. MYX Finance. This is funny. Very funny. But anyways, let's go. We're going to check first our good friend, King Kaspa, KAS. And what do we have here? For the past hour, 0.1% down, 3.1% up on the day, 5.1% down on the week, 5.2% up on the month, and 58.1% down on the year, sitting at a market cap of $1.29 billion and a 24 hours volume traded at $13.46 million. Guys, that volume is very low. Something is about to happen. When the volume goes that low, price is about to jump. Okay, now we look at Quant, QNT, the banker's coin, and the coin a lot of people love to hate. 0.9% down the last hour, 1.8% up on the day, 5.1% down on the week, 8.2% down on the month, and 26.8% down on the year, sitting at the market cap of $1.10 billion and a 24 hours volume traded at $12.10 million. You see that again. That volume is extra duper low. Now we look at Jasmine, the Japanese Bitcoin. We do have here 0.7% down the last hour, 4.6% up on the day, 28.5% up on the week, 36.2% up on the month, and 71.8% down on the year, sitting at a market cap of $444.91 million and a 24 hours volume at $62.61 million. You see, I was telling you about this volume when it was little. Now you see the price. Look at the volume. It has jumped, right? And this is just the start because Jasmine is going up. Anyways, now we look at the cubic. Okay, let's see how that war is going. For the past hour, 0.1% up, 2.2% down on the day, 0.3% down, up on the week, 2.5% up on the month, and 73.5% down on the year, sitting at the market cap of $91.46 million and a 24 hours volume traded at $1.79 million. Okay, now we go look at Jonathan's pet turtle, which is Bitcoin, and I call the orange guy. 0.1% down the last hour, 0.2% up on the day, 0.4% down on the week, 1% up on the month, and 4% down on the year, sitting at the market cap of $1.82 trillion and a 24 hours volume traded at $15.68 billion. Guys, that volume is very low. It's extra low. This thing is about to jump. But anyway, it's up to you, right? Now, let's go look at more prices in a little bit details. Then we have here trading view. Excuse me for a second. And we have Dixie. Yeah, going up. Bitcoin going up. Come on, they haven't switched yet. But anyway, let's wait a little bit. Okay, looking at Kaspa, like I told you guys, okay, yesterday, you remember, right? I told you we're gonna see this thing go up and break that moving average. Now, if you see, we're above the moving average right now. Ribbon has turned green. Now, I do not like it to go up like this. I want it to go up and come back and retest the moving average, then bounce from there. That's a move that I'm expecting right now. You remember yesterday I told you start looking for that entry point, right? If you did, congratulations. If you did not, well, I don't know what to tell you. But anyways, that's where we are right now. It is making the move on the hourly. If you look at it on the 4 hourly, you will see the same thing is happening. And I told you guys yesterday, the ribbon turning down red was nothing but a trap. But as you can see right now, it has already started to curve upwards. Curving upwards. Now, let's see how this day ends. First of all, the 1 hour has reset. Now we are looking at the 4 hour to do the same. Okay. Now, as you guys can see, I told you guys yesterday, right? You see it because anything else under 10 cents is nothing but noise. But right now, there is a lot of liquidity. And a lot of liquidity is sitting at 6.5 cents. Once Kaspa break that 6.5 cents, oh yeah, we need it to be above it. Once it breaks it, you start looking at anything closer to 9 or 10 cents. That's what we're looking at right now. So yeah, you remember when I told you many times here, price always gets attracted to moving average, and that's where we are heading right now. So things are playing out. You want to sit here and cry about it, that's up to you. But the opportunity of making money does not wait for anybody. It doesn't. So yeah, under 10 cents, nothing but noise. Above that, we do have 15 cents. Above 15 cents, you'll be looking at 20 cents, okay, all-time high. And then we'll be heading into price discovery. Now, if you go ahead and just go look for Quant right quick, okay? I'm trying to rush this thing. Let me see, because the headache is getting worse. So let's see here. On Quant, You see what I was telling you guys about Kaspa, right? This is what Quant is doing right now. It's okay for us to break above, but I like it to come back and retest the moving average. If it does that and then goes up, that means that we don't have, as the price continues, we are not running the risk of this thing dumping hard on you. You need to confirm the previous resistance as support. That's what I was saying about Kaspa. As you guys can see, Quant is doing the same thing. It's coming back to retest, and let's see how it plays out from here. Now, the 1 hourly has reset. The 4 hour is looking to do the same. It's almost resetting. Ribbon is still red, but it's curving upwards and it's about to turn green, right? Price action is looking nice. I told you, pay attention to those volumes. That volume shows a lot of momentum, but oh well, it's up to you, right? So you look at it on the daily. We're gonna have to wait again. Let's see how the 1 hour and 4 hours play out, but it seems like everything has started to look bullish. That's why I skip this and I go straight to the weekly to tell you anything under $125 is nothing but noise. Let's sit tight and watch it. Let's see how this thing plays out, because before you know it, we'll be looking at that 151. Above that is 164, then 176. If we can conquer this, we'll be looking at 230. Before you know it, all-time high, and then price discovery. Everything is playing according to plan. Now, you look at Jasmine. Let's say Jasmine USDT. Jasmine is the main one that is actually surprising a lot of people. But me, it doesn't. I know for a fact it's going to go up. Like I told you guys, 3.5 cents. Okay, let me just keep all this thing because I want to show you something. I think it's going to be on the weekly. Okay, here. These are my lines. 2.3 cents, that's the first line. Once it crosses it, we'll be looking at 3.8 cents. And before you know it, 4.5 cents. Those are things that I'm looking at on Jasmine right now. Jasmine is trying to break out. Right now, we're looking at it like as if it was something out of another planet. But you look at that weekly candle, you seeing that? We about to close this weekly candle, and we look at the ribbon has already started to spray out and already start to curve. Jasmine is getting ready for that mega move. Like I said, for me, 60 cents supposed to be it. This run, but due to the time factor, we only have 6 weeks to 2 months. Let's see what price does in that time frame. Okay, you never know. I've been surprised a lot on this crypto market that I've never been before in any other thing else. You never know. Okay, Hara, the CEO, said they are going to $1, but oh well, let's watch and see. Everything here is going crazy as you never seen. Like, because of Bitcoin, everybody else was talking about Bitcoin going down. And I kept telling you, it's not going down. It's not going down. They are going to pump it. Now, you see, look at the price action. It has started to break above the ribbon again. The volume is too low. That volume indicates Bitcoin is about to do something crazy. So it's up to you, right? If you want to take it or if you want to leave it, it's up to you. But again, everything is playing according to plan. Because like I told you, they haven't made their money there yet. Okay, look at where the moving average is sitting, that 100,000. And we know once it hits, there's a lot of liquidation that is going to happen. In my humble opinion, if you ask me, like I've said here before, doing TA on Bitcoin right now, it really doesn't help. It doesn't, because it's by decree, whether we like it or not. They're going to pump this thing. And we're talking about pumps that are going to be 150, 160, 170, or even above that. You are about to see it, but they have a very short time period to achieve this goal. Okay, so what I'm doing, I'm just sitting tight, have my positions open, and I'm watching. That's what I'm doing. Okay, now let's go right quick. Let's go look at my positions. But before we do that, guys, please do not get into leverage trading if you don't know what you're doing, because that is the easiest way you can lose your money. Okay, you can just stick to spot. Stick to spot. I'm not your financial advisor, but hey, I'm buying Kaspa, Quant, Jasmine, Cubic. I'm buying those like short term. I'm trying to make a lot of money out of them. Long term, Kaspa, Quant, they're gonna make me multi-millionaire. They are going to. Okay, so anyway, it's up to you. I'm telling you, please do not get into leverage if you don't know. Again, down below I do have the links. Bydfi, Phemex, Wix, Margex, in that order. Sign up using those links. Okay, excuse me for a second. Yeah, sorry about that. Sign up using those links, meet their deposit requirements, and they're going to give you free money. Once you get the free money, guys, take $20 out and practice. If you can turn $20 into 40, 40 into 60, 60 into 80, and so on and so forth, then you are ready to use a little bit more bigger amount of money. Okay? If you cannot do that, please keep on practicing, or else, my friend, you will become the next member of Rex City. Trust me, they always have room for one more. I just hope that one more is not you. That's all I just hope for. Anyways, now let's go look at my positions. First, we start with Bydfi. As always, I trade King Kaspa, Quant, and Jasmine. Okay. Right now, if you look at my overall, I am sitting at $9,300. You guys can see. Refresh that. Okay. Anyways, if you go look at the, let's see, my contracts, you will see that here on my Kaspa, I am up $428. It has already started to move. Okay. On my Quant, I am still down $4,500, but hey, it's doing great. Looking at Jasmine, I am up $3,000 already. Okay. If you want to pause and look at them, you will see that I trade at 50x. I do not I do not do less than that. 50x, that's me, and no stop loss. Okay, that is me. So now let's go. The next one is going to be on my Phemex. Go here, Phemex. There you go. On Phemex, let's refresh this one right quick, and we see here I am still on my overall $5,600 in total profits. Okay, looking at the contracts, as you guys already know, here I am trading King Kaspa, Quant, Jasmine. Okay, now we go here looking at the contracts. We do have on my Jasmine, I am still up $2,800. Not bad, right? On my Kaspa, I'm still up $370, and on Quant, I am up $175. The same thing with my Bydfi. I trade at 50x, and I do not use stop loss. You can pause it if that's what you are interested in doing. Now we go look at, last but not the least, Wix exchange. On Wix, I'm trading Cubic, Kaspa, Quant, okay, and Jasmine. I have 4 positions open on that one. My overall here is sitting at, sitting at $2,900 approximately. Let's refresh that, and you guys can see. Now, if you look at my contracts, you will see that here on my Jasmine, I am up $395. Not looking bad, huh? It's nice. And then you look at my Cubic, I am up $43, and my Quant, I am up $85, and on my Kaspa, I am up $302. As you guys can see, same thing, right? I do not use stop loss, and I trade at 50x in all my positions, right? Anyways, now last one is going to be Acorn, although on the weekend it's not open, but hey, let's just look at the overall. Okay, we have here $732. Yeah, that boy is doing good. And the overall, if you look at it, you will see that here there will be not much change, right, until tomorrow, Monday. But the overall, you see my son is up 4.69%. On stocks, we are up $587, and on bonds and ETFs, $145. So yeah, everything is looking good. I like that he is actually picking it up, and that is something that every father should be proud of, to see your son at that age start to pick up those trades, which means by the time he's 20, he's going to be way better than I was when I was that age. And that's my goal right here. Make sure my kids, they are all financially stable or even financially free by the time they are that age. They can use that time to, better things. Anyways, as you guys can see it, I'm telling you, 2025, 2026 is your last chance to make a lot of money when it comes to this asset. There is a big wealth transfer that is happening right now. And everybody who is busy crying about it, they are not going to make it. It's time for you to put on your big boy's pants, put on your big girl skirt, and head first. Head first into that mud. Trust me, you will, well, you're welcome. It's not going to take long. You are welcome. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching my videos. Please don't forget to subscribe. I'm trying to make it to 5,000 subscribers. Don't forget to like and comment, okay? If you don't have anything positive to say, drop me an emoji, and that would be nice. If you are here crying and trying to spread FUD, I am going to block you and I'm going to delete that comment. It's that simple of that. Also, don't forget to share so that other millionaire-minded attitude like you and yours truly, we all can see these videos and the family can grow. Until I see you in my next one, please, take very good care of yourselves, okay? Bye-bye.